The thing I think's changed most in the last 15 years in the industry is, unfortunately, demise of the commercial recording studio. I mean, I'm speaking to New York City specifically because I've been here for my entire career. But I feel that you know, there are a lot of pop-ups and small rooms doing great work. You know, real estate has squeezed, you know, commercial recording studios out of business, and unfortunately a lot of that is my format. That's my, you know, orchestras, film scores, big bands. You know, is making it very limited options anymore on how to capture this music, and that's you know, like I said, I don't see that trending upwards, unfortunately, and a sign of the times. But the music's still very vital and still needs to be recorded. So, you know, we pack it up and we go to where it is. You know, we can do remote recording that way. Different though, you know, different than being able to contain it in the studio. So I said that trend has not been a great trend. But what is trending up is the quality of the gear. I see that, you know, in a very affordable lines of microphones and equipment, converters, mic pre's, you know, that they're very high quality items out there now, much more accessible, you know, because, you know, in large part the studios aren't there. So I'm glad to see that there's, you know, when one's down, you know, another industry is thriving, and I'm a big fan of a lot of that gear. You know, I've been freelancing almost 10 years now, and the technology that I'm able, you know, to even afford myself and afford my clients, you know, is keeping the work at as high a level, you know, as you know we can. We would love, of course, to always be in the studio. We would love always to, you know, maybe hit tape, but, you know, they said if it's not financially feasible, then we have alternatives to reach for, and I guess that's part of the toolbox, you know, is knowing, you know, what to reach for, and in some ways the budget dictates that. Where I see it going in 5 years, as I said, it's exciting to see immersive audio coming into play and reproduction. Of course, you know, bandwidth is allowing that. I would love to see audio get to where 4K is at, you know, even though that isn't a new technology. You know, I keep waiting for audio to, you know, to be asked to be at that level, because we certainly have the capability. You just need the consumer to ask for it, and a company to support it, so we can distribute it. I know everybody can do it. You know, we can deliver the highest resolution, you know, asked for, and many of these microphones we speak to, you know, can definitely deliver the frequency response. So, like I said, I think it's like, bring it on. I'm excited to see even, you know, my son's generation is starting to appreciate dynamic range. If they've gotten into vinyl, you know, in the last 4 or 5 years, they are finally hearing an uncompressed file. I think, you know, the revelation, you know, to new generations of people realizing that is what it's supposed to sound like, as the artist intended, you know, maybe as we, you know, the technical, you know, community hopes that they experience it with, means that they, you know, don't rely on, you know, the smallest file, you know, and or the most compressed stream of audio. So that is encouraging.